So hey everyone, welcome again on the Tech channel, and in this video we will going to set up our React Native project on the VS Code editor. Okay, so this is the official documentation page of React Native.dev, and here we have a get started. And if you come here in the first page, then you will going to find out that we have a two different kind of setup process for the React Native project. Okay, so the one thing we have that Expo quick start, and the second is the React Native CLI quick start. So let me give you a brief idea bit what is the difference between these two setup. Okay, before we will actually set up our project. And before doing anything, please don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and share the video to your friend. It will highly motivate me to make more videos. Okay, so let's jump to the topic. So we have two things. We have Expo and React Native CLI. Okay, if you read this thing, then you will find out that if you are new to mobile development, then it's easiest way to get started with the Expo. Why? Because when you go with the React Native CLI setup, then you need to have Xcode install, either Xcode install if you are developing a iOS thing. I mean, if you are using a Mac, then you should have Xcode, or you need to have an Android Studio installed on your system. Then only you can go ahead for React Native CLI setup. Okay, it is a prerequisite to use a React Native CLI setup to have one of these thing installed on your system. Okay, and for Expo we don't need to install this thing. We just have to go with the Expo installation process, and Expo will going to create a server for us. And basically when you run your app on a simulator or on your device, it will install a app called Expo. Okay, basically on that app the code you will going to write on your editor will going to run. Okay, so basically you don't need to install anything like Xcode or Android Studio on your system. Whatever the code you will write, it will auto compile and run on the Expo app, which will automatically install on your system. I will show you that how it will be done. Okay, so don't worry. So along with that, Expo is offering lot more API benefit for a developer, so it will ease a developer life. So that's why I'm going to use Expo for this series. Okay, and if you go on the official documentation, that you will find out it's kind of ecosystem. Okay, it have lots of benefit, it offer lots of benefit. I'm not going to go deep on this video because it's have lots of thing, okay, to explain why I'm choosing the Expo. Okay, but if you go on a docs, then you will find that it have a nice docs. Along with that, it have a lots of APIs exposed already, which is really helpful for any developer. It have a maps API, it have a camera API, notification API, lots of API it have out of the box, which is not offering I mean, you had to tweak a little bit on a React Native CLI setup. But for like a new developer, I mean, it's really easy to use this API in our app. It also have lots of cons, but I'm not going into the deep in this video. Okay, please let me know in comment if you need a detailed comparison between the React Native CLI setup and the Expo setup. Okay, so let's back to our topic and let's set up our project. Okay, it have that quick start, you can use npx create expo app. But as you know that for this whole project we're going to use a TypeScript, so I'm going to use this code. I will put this code in a description or a documentation on the description, so you can find out that how you can use it. Okay, so let me copy it, and after copying it, what I will do that I will go on a terminal. Let me create a project cd desktop Balram, and we're going to maintain a folder here, and I will just paste it here. Okay, so basically what I did that I have like a folder where I wanted to create this project, so that's why I did this thing. Okay, so let me hit the enter, and what it will do, it will create a setup for us with the expo. Okay, so oh sorry, I forgot to give a name. Let me go here, expo t. Before the t we had to give a name, so let me use a WhatsApp. And to differentiate, it's a WhatsApp using the React Native. For the Flutter developer, I already have a series for this WhatsApp with the Flutter. Okay, so if anyone interested, they can watch. Okay, let me hit the enter again. And if you creating the app first time with the expo, basically it will ask us install the create expo app. So at the time of running this code, if they will ask us to install the create expo app, please hit yes, I mean why, then it will automatically install the create expo app and the next process will run automatically. Okay, so maybe it will take some time. Let me pause the video and come back again. So once the installation process will be completed, what you need to do, that if you just do ls, then you will going to find out that a folder is created for you, the same name which you provided at the time of running the setup of the project. Okay, so let me go on that folder. Okay, okay, and let me open that folder in our VS Code. So in this folder you will find that we have a node modules, we have app.tsx and bevel configuration, and just like I mean a normal React project. Okay, so we have everything here, and the main important thing we have is app.tsx along with the node modules obviously. So this is our entry point. Okay, so the code we will going to write will run from here. So that's the basic thing, and let's run this thing on our emulator. Okay, so what I will do, that I will use iOS emulator. Okay, and for that what I need to do, that how we can run this project. So in package.json file you will find that we have a different command. So normal npm start will run the expo start. For Android related, we can run this code, npm run Android. For iOS, we can use npm run iOS. Obviously, expo support web too. So for running on a web, we can use npm run web. So as it is iOS, so I can use npm run iOS, or normally you can use npm start. Basically, it will run on our iOS. So basically, it will going to set up, I mean, create a expo server. Okay, and that expo server you can run on your local system also. So this is our local server. Okay, and it also created a QR code. So when you scan this QR code on your any device, then you will find that your app will run on your device also. Okay, we have done the setup of our React Native project, and if I will go on app.tsx, then you will find that the text is written here, is visible here. Okay, so when you run this command, okay, and if you haven't installed the expo go by default, then basically first thing it will do, that it will install the expo go app on your mobile. Then after that it will host this code on your mobile. Okay, so whatever I will do, if I will change hey there, will immediately uh, affect on the screen. Okay, so I guess we have completed this video. It is related to the setup of our React Native project. Let's work on the next video, where we will going to work on the first page. Okay, so see you on our next video, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.